Good morning, fellows. This morning I'm going to record the palm blocking systems and the counter strikes, which is formerly called the 16-point blocking system. This will be take 672 because I tried this yesterday and it didn't work so good. So let's see how it goes today. First, I'm just going to perform the blocks and then I'll go through the counter strikes and then I'll do the blocks with the counter strikes. Let's see how this works. It's got a salutation. This is like a standing form, almost like a Qigong exercise. So let's see how this goes. There we go. That was the palm blocking system. Now I'll go through it with a little bit of an explanation without messing up. Let's see what happens. This is the salutation. Very much like most of your lohans, your forms. Now, the first two blocks are palm blocks from the outside. You notice that I'm not breaking that circle we talked about with the 8-point. Now these blocks reach a little bit. The second two are monkey grips. Come from here. Still, they're palm blocks coming from the outside across. Third two are palm blocks going across the diaphragm to the midsection. And one of the big sweeping ones coming around the outside of the circle, down, around the outside of the circle, down. And we have two palm strikes low, right across the center line. Two palm strikes high coming from here, and they drop, boom, dropping palms. The weight just sort of drops into the thing. Then we have boom, boom. See how that works? Just like that. Then we have a couple chops. They come across the center here. Chops across the center here. And then a couple grabs. In here, and then we end. Now, when I'm talking about the palm, I'm talking about the region from this part of the thumb, puffy part of the thumb, and this part of the back of the hand, the meaty part of the hand here, the meaty part of the palm here, and then an area of the palm called the eye of the palm, which goes from the crease of the palm all the way up to the middle finger. Now, the middle finger in esoteric circles is called the fire finger. The fire finger is connected to the nerve in the eye. So if you're striking, you look right at the object with the according eye, and you strike with this part of the palm, and you should hit your target. Maybe. Okay, let's go through these again. Palm across, reach, reach, around, big circle around, short, short, drop, drop, chop in, grab, grab, and you're chopping right across this part of the palm. Eye of the palm, meaty part, chops go in that little valley, not this way, in here, like that, like capturing your hand, When you grab, you have, your thumbs are sort of in. You don't let your thumbs stick out like this. This is bad. To grab it, that's not a good thing. So you're in here. So when you grab, it's like two puzzle pieces come together like that. One more time, and then we'll go on to the next step. Notice I put a little bit of English in at that time. I was moving around. I'm using my hips and my legs. When you're blocking, you never stand still. If you do, you don't get hit. Okay. Now we're going to do the counter strikes to the blocking system, or the 16 point. First, I'll just go through them and then I'll explain them. Now, I'll go through these one at a time, and I give you an explanation, then I'll perform it one more time. You notice I'm kind of moving around. And just like everything we do, every time I do these blocking systems, they're a little bit different. I'm always finding new things to play with in my blocks, as well as I am in our morning dances, in our forms. So, again, it has a salutation. Just like form. These first two blocks, they come out and they kind of come in like this. They come out and in, and you continue with the circle. So you come out and in, and everything's got this circle. It's all coming from here, just like it's behind me. See that? Come out and boom. And it's a crane strike. Back a little bit. Out, in, boom, crane strike. Out, in, crane strike. See that? One, I'm deflecting, and then boom. One, I'm deflecting, boom. The second two are kind of, you got your monkey grip or praying mantis. You can do that too. That's good. Monkey grip here, from here transfers into a claw. You use a tiger claw or a leopard's paw or whatever works, okay? And it scrapes across. There you go. Across, boom. It's like that. Across, boom. Across, boom. See the circle here? And it's transferring through the hip. Wham. Cross, transferring through the hip. Wham. It's like so. And the third through You come here across, so you're kind of pushing this way. You have this circle happening in the hips. Boom, and you're chopping with the eye, the Buddha palm part of the hand. Come across. Boom, the Buddha palm is this little part here, a little wrist action, and the meaty part right here's the Buddha palm. That's actually the striking surface I use. It's small and very effective. To come across, boom, come across, boom, come across, boom, come across, boom. Now the complicated one, you have the big circle one. Why such a big circle, you ask? That's a good question. Because you might be brushing things out of the way that are coming down, like big guy, long arms, stick, pointy object, blunt object. One of those fancy axe kicks from those long-legged kings. Get out of the way. Wow. So, whoa, what's going on there? So you come on around here. See the hip action. Then from here, see this? Boom. So you go on. It's a punch to the groin or the dantian, and then you're blocking up again with your wrist. And you're doing a Buddha palm strike to the face or whatever, collarbone. So you come around, get the hip involved, boom, boom. It's like, I gotta slow down a little bit, man. Strike, see? Boom, I just did it a little different way there. I'm using that circle. Boom, wrist up, strike, around, get that little circle in there. See that? You guys might not be able to see this, but I'm actually putting quite a bit of force in that strike. Then from there, we have this palm strike down. This is a drop. Yeah. And from here, the hammer strike. Hammer strike is the chop with the hand closed. That's the secret. Hammer strike is a chop with your hand closed. So these are coming like that. Boom. 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 And all the time, I'm using the floor, the ground as my friend. 1, 2, 1, 2. Then we have what I call the dropping blocks, which come from way up here like a waterfall. And they drop down, boom, like a palm here. And then you grab it, and boom, it's a wrist up. So you come up way up here, drop down like a waterfall, and then boom, wrist. So come up, drop, boom, wrist. Come up, drop, boom, wrist. It's like a boom. Everything. Yeah. These circles come from me. Boom, like that. I don't know if you can see them all, but they're coming in toward my body and up. In toward my body and up. Boom. Boom. Okay, now chopping blocks. These chopping blocks, this kind of comes in a circle around. They're high, about shoulder height. Chop, pull them in, and then you do a chop and a spear underneath. So you go chop, one, and you come back around, chop, pull them in, strike, chop, strike, chop, strike, chop, strike, chop, strike, chop, Strike. See the circle here? Boom. Everything's a circle. Circle. Now the grabs. Grabs come around. Pulling in low. Pulling in low. And you go in tiger claw, crab bite, eagle talon, or a tiger claw upside down, whatever those. Come around. Yeah. Claw underneath. Around. 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 Now, you can perform those slowly and fluidly, working on the circles. You can perform them quick and hard with a lot of power like I just did. All up to you. So I'm going to perform them again. Well, talking about it and kind of follow along and see how it works for you. Thank you very much, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Those were your palm blocks and the 16-point blocking system, palm blocks and counter strikes. I'll see you on the backside.